So there's no friend on this list. We're going to choose other. And then he only lived for 8 months. And so, do you see how it comes up? And that's telling us that Willie is not a qualifying dependent. And if you have questions about this, please refer. See, the value 8 does not match any of the allowed variables, basically. So we're going to hit OK. But to show you, we're going to go to our 4012, and this is page C3. And when you read here, it says the person, if they are not related to you, must have lived with you all year as a member of your household. And Willie did not live with her all year. He lived with her 8 months. So he doesn't count as a dependent. So let's delete all of his information. And let's scroll down. And we have bank account information. So on page 10, she gave us a check. And this is the routing number. And this is the bank number. And we're going to enter those variables in right here. So 062005690. Ooh, something went wrong, so I didn't hit enough zeros. And it'll tell you sometimes if you don't hit everything right. So 00578965542. And then once that's entered in, we're going to continue scrolling down. When you come here, this won't have anything in it. This was me earlier. So it'll be red. And we're going to put our zip code or the taxpayer's zip code. And then we're always going to hit I do not authorize. And then we're going to put in today's date. 01/23, that's 2014. At today is a program code. And so that's all that's saying is don't use that program. And we don't want to authorize the IRS to talk to us. That's what this means. So if something goes wrong and the taxpayer decides not to give us all of their correct information, we want them to directly talk to the taxpayer and not us. And so we're just going to scroll down and we're going to look for more red things. And this will also be red. And we're going to put in the zip code again. So we're all done. There's a green check mark on our tree. So that means we can move on. So I'd like to start out with the W-2s first. So on Cheryl's sheet, the very next page, which is 11, we have her W-2. So let's start entering this one. And then on our tree, we're going to look for a W-2. We know it's a taxpayer, so we're going to click taxpayer. But if she was married, we may have clicked spouse, depending. And so we're going to check. Does the address on the W-2 match this address? "1717 Tudor Avenue." It does. And so we're going to check this box because it matches. Now if it didn't, we would check this one, and then we would be able to make changes. Okay, scroll down. The employer ID. This is the employer identification, employer ID. So we have 11, 0, and then we'll use our two given numbers and then our site-specific numbers. So we have 11, 0, and then mine is going to be 21, 0, 4, 8, 1. And then the name code will automatically come up once we enter in the name. And the address is 1429 and circle. And then we're going to enter in the zip code, which is 28215, and the rest will populate. So her wage is 35,229, and then if you put 0.43, it'll automatically round it for you. And then 1025.90. And so I'm gaining all of this information off of the W-2. So all this information is right here. And so next I'm going to look at box 12. So let's scroll down. And box 12 is right here. And so on the W-2 it says box 12A, which is this one. This would be A, B, C, and D. We have D in there, and then 2100. And then box 13, she has a retirement plan checked. And then let's scroll down to box 15. And YS stands for your state. So for instance, I'm in Montana. And then let's put in 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. This is automatically populated. And then 17 is 3, 6, 0. Whoops. Now let's check the numbers up above to make sure they are correct. So we have 35,229, and then we have 36,429, 36,429, Medicare held, 528, and then 530. So all of those numbers look correct, so I'm going to move on. That was me double checking to make sure everything was in place. Next we have her unemployment, 1099G. So if we don't know where to find something on our tree, we're just going to go add, and we're going to type in 1099, and it's right there. But if you didn't know what the number was, you would just type in un for unemployment, and you would find it. And we're going to add it. And it was added right underneath the W-2, and it brought us to there. So the employer's name, the payer's name. And the payer's name is right here. And this is the payer's federal identification number. We'll be using that as well. So the payer's name. Whoops. Payer's EIN, which was the payer's federal identification number. This is 203. Then I'm going to use my specific numbers and then our site specific numbers. Unemployment benefits received. This is in box 1. It's 2400. And then the federal income tax withheld. Federal income tax withheld, which is 240. And that's all the information we were given on this. and this was for the text.